Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everyone doing? I'm half awake. I did eat. How does this thing sound all right? I did get these to work, so I can at least hear a little bit, but I don't hear this thing that good. How about there? Anybody notice? Let me know. I don't know if Logan's still here, but oh, he's still here. Hey, Daniel, Scott, sounds good. Cool, thanks, Logan and Jamie. I imagine. Did you guys? I think Jake just mailed the shirts out yesterday. So I'm imagining you should get them in the next few days, hopefully. So let's see. We went out to a big dinner last night. Of course, I didn't film anything. I did put out that little 5 minute drone stuff that I took, and I haven't taken much. I mean, I don't know. I'm different when I'm with the family. I'm like having fun and stuff. So I don't, or I'm trying to have fun. But you think I'd have plenty of time to do video. I can't go in the water. I can't go in the pool. I can't do anything. So, but it's been nice. Hot. I don't know how it is wherever you guys are if you're not here in Thailand, but this is the April's pretty much the hottest time of the year here. So it's definitely been hot. We're gotta go home tomorrow. Kind of sucks. It's here. I know that somebody Daniel said Happy Thursday, but that's in the States. He must be. It's Friday here, so we're gonna pack up everything tonight in the truck, pretty much, and then eat breakfast at 8 o'clock, and try to get over at 9 o'clock at the ferry. We're gonna try taking a different one that actually we've taken back 2 or 3 times that we've come here. We've always come over on the main ferry, and went back on this ferry. It's a smaller one. I guess my wife had said the gentleman that owned it passed away, so it was kind of closed down for a while. So not too many people know about it. The son is running it, but she called over there and they said it should be no problem because if you've seen, even on the news, if you're watching Thailand news and stuff, I think they even had stuff about trying to get off of Koh Chang. Um, the long line wrapped around the corner, kind of like when we tried to get here. But like I said, it wasn't bad. They keep those babies rolling. Hey Ron, how you doing, brother? Hope you're well. Um, yeah, I, I played around with it. Every time I get the drone, it's been so long since I've flown it. It's like I'm not. I have to learn all over again. But I really do like that four. I still have the other one at home too, in case anybody comes over here or anybody that's here that wants to get drone time and learn how to fly a drone. That mini, the first one, the first generation of the mini that I got. I've got 3 batteries or 4 batteries with it. You have to put your phone in it, but otherwise, it's excellent tool for learning how to fly a drone. Doesn't have any kind of uh, obstacle avoidance type stuff, but it'd be good to learn on. So it'll probably be here by the time Logan and Jamie get here too, so you guys can try it out too. But yeah, so I don't know, great time. Um, Weather's been hot but good. Kids mostly during the daytime. I hate to say, I'm staying relaxing in here, trying to keep my feet up. My left knee's been a bitch, but other than that, the burn is good. 2 real bad spots that I was going to call like third-degree burns have completely scabbed over, and they're a big, thick scab now. I don't see any kind of. I'm still on the heavy-duty antibiotics, and I put the cream on it, and I clean it twice a day and all that shit. But I don't see any infection whatsoever. We go back on the 20th, I think, is tomorrow, right? Because today's the 19th, and then the 21st. So we get back on Saturday, Sunday. I go back to see him and have him take a look at it, and hopefully he'll say everything's cool. So my AC is broke. Oh, that's a bitch. Repairman coming tomorrow. That was hey Andrew, how you doing? Um, that's the the problem. That was the only good thing about being a reefer Mac me for all years. When something broke, I didn't really have to. Well, 90%, 99% of the time, unless it was something real weird that I had to order parts for, I could fix whatever I had on the fly. But it's hard. At least in California, when it's 105, 108 out in the valley, it's hard as hell to get people over there, especially residential. Although I think the residential companies have been on the rise, not realizing that there's a lot of work out there. What I liked about residential was, like, even though it was expensive and I hated, having to go up there and say, this and this in the first hour, and and it's $45, $50 an hour, or whatever it is now. You get your money. Here I fixed your air conditioner. Your wife's not screaming at you and threatening to stab you, and and it's $280, and you got $280 in cash or a check or whatever you want to take, credit card, but you get paid then, and all of our stuff was 99% commercial. And if the companies wanted to screw you, they could screw you. I mean, what are you going to do? You got to get an attorney and try to sue them. It's a nightmare, especially the general contractors when you're doing installation work. But anyway, I don't know how I got off on this tangent, but it was hard for me. The only real residential that we did was if one of the big companies that we were doing their buildings or whatever's grandmother's air conditioner went out or something, we would go over there and take care of that. So, but hey, Tommy, how you doing? I think I caught everybody. Everybody's saying hi. Yeah, and I know that I think it was Kenny that said um, uh, I think they're planning as soon as they get the house done, they're blowing out to either Koh Chang or to the beach. And I understand. He said, it's beautiful and everything, but white sand beaches is what he's looking for. And if it wasn't for the people here, the gentleman that I've become pretty much kind of friends with, uh, I like it here. The kids go out; they only canoe. It's not like they are into snorkeling or anything. Would it be better if it was? Yeah, sure it would. And are there other places that we go that are like that? Sure. But this one, for pretty much, if we didn't have the aunt and uncle, all of us could go and get in the one um, villa, which I didn't even do a video on that. Although if you go back in the videos, you can see it's the same villa, same layout, and this is just a regular room. Although they did charge quite a bit for this room. Usually it's cheaper. But anyway, rambling again. But I understand that totally, and I think it was Kenny, uh, Thailand in paradise, N paradise. I never know how to say that, but anyway, his videos are good if you guys are into looking at a build. By all means, you should check them out. But let's see. So when I get back, I guess the kids are here. I think until the end of next month. The hardest part we were just talking about at breakfast, is getting my wife. I said, why don't we just blow out of here and go to Koh Samui or something? And she said, no, you can go. I'll drive home because we have the two cars here. But it's for her. So I said, I'll just leave it up to you. My wife loves being at home and in our backyard. I don't blame her. Our house is like when you step into our front gate, it's like our own little, domain, and all my wife's plants, and it's soothing, relaxing, feels like a home. So, hey, what's up, Robbie? How you doing? Well, I was showing my wife on the phone. Robbie was walking through what, so he's 6 or something. I couldn't do that. There's no freaking way. Just too many people. I know that on Chuck's video this morning, I only watched half of that. He was talking about when Paige, I guess, way before they met or whatever, her friend talked her into going into Bangkok and something. And he said that he showed some video. You couldn't walk on the streets. Anytime they said that they would turn on like the sprinklers or whatever and wash down the streets or whatever, people would go start peeing in the streets because the water was moving. I just couldn't do that. No way. You'll hold my hand. Yeah, just maybe 20 years ago, as a 40-year-old, maybe it would have been something I might have been interested in. But even back then, though, you gotta realize it's really become it's easier for me now. But I don't like people, um, in crowds bumping into me, touching me, because I think because of I don't like to be touched. First off, if I don't know you, and I don't, they're not respectful at all. Not a, oh sorry, oh excuse me, nothing like that. They don't care. They just run you right over. Um, oh, that's empty, baby. Trash. But she brought back cream cheese. I bought cream cheese so that I could have on my toast in the morning at the breakfast. Hey Jake, we were just talking about you. I think you mailed that the shirts out yesterday or today. I don't know. He just mailed them out, but Jake's one of the good ones. Stand up giant of a man, I would say, in my mind anyway. He's a good guy. Let's see. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I'm in my 60s, but I no way. Too many people. That's why I think maybe I like Isan. Um, although here in Kochang, last night it was. I wish I should have brought the video. We went to a barbecue place. It was pretty good. I'm not big on the seafood barbecues because I'm not a big. You guys don't have lobster and real crab. I'm not. I'm not interested. But they had a lot of pork and stuff. My wife cooked me up some ribs and um, some other stuff, but it was really good. There was nine of us, and it was 3 grand, which I thought was really reasonable for because some of the buffets and stuff you go to, you look at there and they're wimpy, and this had plenty of shrimp, had the little crabs and squid and everything. They had everything, so it was pretty good. But I should have brought it, but there wasn't that many people out. We went early. We left here. It was a 25-minute drive and to the other side of the island. And it was, I think we got there about, maybe, I think we left at 5:30. We got there about 6. And about right when we were leaving, 7:30 or so, there was, people were starting to flood in. So, coming out. But the streets driving back even weren't. So I think Sokran was pretty much over for Kochang anyway. And it was actually a lot. I thought it was going to be kind of a nightmare driving back home. Let's see. You're a giant man to me, Jake, no matter what. Um, let's see. Ronald Osborne. I think pretty much anybody here on this on this channel anyway will vouch for one another. That's for sure. El Paso today and didn't even tell us. Wow. I found out watching their shorts. That's surprising. I'm surprised because that's what Bobby was planning on. Because first he wasn't going to. He took some. I can't remember. I think he took Tommy J's shirt, who's in Texas, right? And I can't remember who else. And then he was gonna. They were just gonna go across country sightseeing and shit. So I'm surprised they didn't hit you up for sure. So I guess what I was gonna say was when I get back, I've got 4 or 5 things that I got to get done. I got to get that little Grom or whatever MSX finished. I have all the parts. I just got to get the bike and the parts to the local motorcycle guy. Have him put all that on there, and then that's pretty much done. And then I'm going to see if I can still get the 125 on the back of the uh, trailer. I think I can. I'm going to make some changes. What happens is for some reason it's not a U channel flat deal that you would normally see on a motorcycle. You know, yay wide with with U channel. Just thin metal. It's just an open deal with like um, the bolts going through there, and when the tire gets in there, it falls in there, and it's hard, especially me by myself. It's hard to get it to move. It's really straining that winch. So I think what I'm going to have them do is put a a piece of U metal all the way down in there, and I think it'll roll right on. So then I'll have two bikes that I can take if I want to. The Grom's kind of an interesting little clutch force. I think it's a 4-speed. Interesting little bike, 125. I'm gonna put big ass knobbies on it, and try to do a little video on that too. But it's kind of a cool little bike. So I want to get that done. Those two things. Then he's coming back, and we got to get a dress and get the finalization of the solar on the house. And he's going to meet us there after when we get back. He'll be the one that's doing the other work also. I told him to, when we get back, plan on spending a week, at least 3 or 4 days straight with us. And then I've got to I still got to get the carburetor done. I kind of joined a couple of the clubs on the Shadow on the 750, hoping to maybe find somebody. I don't know. Like I said before, the guy did an okay job and stuff, but he didn't do what he should have done on the carburetor, and it kind of aggravated me a little bit because I told him I'm going to ride this bike. I'm not just putting it together to go from where I'm at in Surin 2 blocks to the center of Surin. I'm going to go 4 or 5 hour, 6-hour trips on it, and he didn't give me back what I had hoped that he was going to give me back. So I put out feelers on the couple of them, hoping that somebody will get back to me and say, "Oh, I know this guy in Bury Ram, or I know this guy here or there, someplace that I could get the bike that isn't too far away, and have them do that." I can put the sissy bar on. I'll put the running boards on. Otherwise, other than that, I think it's ready to go. Once I get it all done and it's running up to my deal, I'll probably put a paint job on it. Something with skulls and stuff. Why not? So if I missed anything, let me know. Catch him on the return trip. That's it. That's a good idea. They might be listening in if they're driving around, or they're probably in a hotel somewhere. So they might be listening. But so that's the plan on getting back. A couple of things around the house, clean the pond filters. I want to put some little bit extra filtration in the front pond. I haven't really showed you guys that. It's pretty much done. It's got a drum filter on it. It's got moving bed, and it's got some ceramic media in it too. So I just want to put some kind of a fine filtration, just to get rid of some of the stuff in there. I think I got to beef up the UV. I think it's an old one that I put in there, and I don't think that might be the problem. So I might not need the filtration. Question: anybody heard from T lately? Yeah, he came on just a little while ago, but he doesn't come on as much as he used to. But I think he's riding his bike a lot, and he's working teaching wise. I know they have a run kind of plan. He kind of not hangs, but he talks a lot with Bad Badger, Tony, and I think they've got something coming in May. A little run their way, Jumpon, down that area down there. So depending on what I'm doing, I might, if I was to join that, I'd probably jam over in the Forza. Lot nicer ride than although the 750 isn't horrible. I was surprised. I think he has a live earlier. Seems okay. Who, T? Yeah, I haven't. I haven't seen him do much YouTube, has he? Hey Ted, how you doing? Glad you could make it. If you guys aren't subscribed, please do yourself a favor and subscribe to Ted's channel. And just so you know, family channel, good guy, good family, fishing, hunting, a lot of outdoor stuff with the family and stuff. Good channel. But that's a good question though, Jake, because I was thinking the same thing a couple of weeks ago. He hadn't. He usually would send me something or comment on something. I think he's just busy. But hopefully A good guy. I still haven't met his wife. I'd like to do that too. Oh, it was E.T. Yeah, E.T. had one, not T from Time No Minutes. No, okay. Yeah, I know E.T. did. I missed that one. Yeah, because I don't know, man. He hasn't done enough. I don't know if he's given up on YouTube. I hope not. Him and his I liked his videos. They seemed to me that they would appeal to a lot of people because they did a lot of Thai and English, and his wife. That they obviously have a good relationship. They're both good together on there, but it gets a little trying when you hit if you're actually trying to make money or extra money, which most everybody here in Thailand, I think the Thai people anyway, that's all they want to do is just a little extra dough. They're not looking to make $1 million, but I think it gets a little depressing when you're trying and you're trying, you can't get to that thousand, and then you get there and then you're stagnated, and it's tough. I'm sure it's hard, but I hope he stays with it. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. I think he was. Yeah, he was. He was here. Wrong. Just like I said, it was weird because I was thinking about it, and he hadn't been around in quite a while, and then like 2 or 3 days after that, he popped up in a live stream, which was cool. So let me see. So yeah, so we don't have to doesn't have to be a gigantically long live stream, but on Monday I think I'm going to send invites to Brock and Mitch and probably a couple other people, and then I'll also drop the link in the chat. Anybody that wants to come on, and we'll start doing panels again. I like that. It was fun. We had a good time. Did Jake put it in? Yeah, he did. I think I don't know if the link was right, but you're the man, Scott. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he did. He's like at 1,300 or maybe more now, and he puts out good videos. I was talking about him. I think last live stream too. I think he popped in towards the end. That somebody had said, "Oh, you should try putting a stationary camera and blah 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 blah." And I told him it's a pain in the ass. Do what you want to do. You're doing fine. But it's good that people want to get involved. That to try to help out. And it would probably something to try anyway. Why not? But he said it kind of felt unnatural. But Kenny's kind of like I want to say that Kenny's an average Joe. It's a like me, building here, being around the construction trade, pulling what little hair you have left in your head out, trying to figure out what the hell they're thinking. But once you realize it, and he's gotten pissed a couple of times, which is normal. Nothing wrong with it. So I think I like his videos because it's him and Sampit. They're just that's the way they are. And if you met him, it's same thing. So what you see is what you get, which is always good, I think, on YouTube. Uh, but yeah, he's doing good, and he'll do well. Then when he gets done with his house, then he'll need to. Then he'll come up with something. If that's what he wants to do, maybe he doesn't want to do that. Maybe once he's done with that and done with YouTube, and I'm going to go on with my retirement. But the house looks great. If you guys haven't had a chance to get over there and check out his channel, the house looks really good. I think it's going to be absolutely perfect for the two of them. The size that they built, everything that they built, I think it's absolutely perfect. And he's there pretty much 24/7. I couldn't do that. I was still sickly, and it was hard for me to get over there. Um, uh, so I couldn't do that. Although I did up front, I was real, what I wanted. When I did check on it, if I saw something, I had him. But the brother that built that he's built 20, 30, 40, 50 houses. So he pretty much knew exactly what I want. He drew the plans and did an excellent job. And I've seen crap loads of plans, obviously. And he did a really good job drawing them. Excellent job. He's a good guy. It just took him forever because of the virus, and he took on three houses at once instead of just one. And steel tripled in cost, which didn't help him out. Uh, so he had a little bit of a tough time, but he's back at it now. The one in Ubon, my uncle was there the whole time. I wasn't expecting anything more than a Thai build. I mean, we built that for, I think the final deal was 75,000. And that was for everything, all the concrete, raising the land, building that house, all the fixtures, a couch, a couple of TVs, a refrigerator, the outdoor Thai kitchen, another refrigerator. For it's not fully furnished, a bed in our bedroom. There isn't in any other. But I kind of dig that house. I kind of miss it. I like. I'd like to get back out there, and we probably will. Kids are going to be here till the end of next month. Even if we don't go on another vacation, we'll probably take a 3-day deal out to Ubon and hang out there, see how the koi are doing. Mess around, I bought a Scoopy that the brother that has a scooter shop got me, and I don't know, maybe depending on what I load on here, if I can get the 125 on there and have no problem with it, I'll take the little MSX Grom or whatever they call them out to Ubon, and then we'll have bikes there. I'll teach the kids how to maneuver around a clutch between both Grandpa's truck now and the little bike. They should know. I think it's a good thing for anybody to know how to drive a manual transmission. But yeah, and take that out there. Then we'll have two there. And actually, I think we're going to take my wife's Scoopy's been sitting on the property and hasn't been ridden since she got the car, 2 years. Off and on once in a while if the grandpa's scooter breaks down or something, or mine or something. But it's another Scoopy, so maybe we'll bring that out there. Then the kids can cruise around there on their own Scoopies and that. And then we have the what is it called, the toot toot or whatever, which I can't drive, and then we'll have this little MSX. So that'll be plenty for out there. But I'd like to get out there once a month for at least. I can go there anytime I want. If I want to get away, and I'm not going to run to the ocean, I can just go there and relax. The only thing is the electric sucks, and I don't think they're going to do anything about it. We'll have to see. Yeah, they're having a great time. They were out. They're out every night. It's hot during the day, and they're out every night. Maybe go out about 4 o'clock, and they're out until dark, 7:30, whatever it is, and they're out. And my wife goes too. Everybody but me, I can't go in the water. So hang on, Scoopy. Yeah, you bet. Good little bikes. I know Chuck doesn't like his, although he's riding around, or he bought it for his mother-in-law, and she doesn't drive. I like my Scoopy. I didn't think I would because they're air cooled. They're not water cooled. I thought that it would be a problem or whatever. My wife's have been going strong since 2011. I've got a 2018. They're great little bikes. Got no problem with them. On mine. I've got that big ass, same top box that I have on the Forza. So, and I bought a top box also for the little Grom thing. So I've got changing the gearing, front gear and rear gear, new chain, new exhaust system, increasing the intake a little bit, and for new front and rear knobby tires, the little end mirrors like Logan has on his bike. What else did I get? I think that's it. The burn's good. I got maybe a scab about that big and about that big, yay far apart. The rest of the stuff is all peeled, although it's still red. But it'll probably peel again. And then the scabs are thick scabs. It was in what I'm considering the third degree burn area. probably where the main stream of water hit in those two places. But feels good. Oh, I can touch it, I can rub it, I can clean it. I wash it with the antibacterial, so I'm going to say it's good. Scott missed it. I was boiling eggs, and when I turned off the flame on the little stove, it wouldn't didn't stop. So I went to move the bottle that it was hooked up to disconnect it from the bottle, and the pot that I had, yay big, yay tall, maybe a liter and a half of water. It fell off the stand and came across this hand, which you can't really tell. It's almost gone now. This was all one blister, and it went across the top of my leg and got my pants off. And the reason the one on my leg's worse is because it's soaked into that material. And but I had my pants. I didn't think a 67-year-old man could move that fast, but I got it. I got it out. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Um, too much information, but just to keep it clean, I think that's the. I know Mitch had mentioned when we were talking on another chat thing that because he's diabetic, a big thing is the infection, and that's the same way with me. They're really, really, really concerned about infection. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I'm really. I can't wait to actually ride this little Grom, Logan. It's pretty cool, and they're so cheap. I mean, you can pick them up for that. If you're going to do all the changes that I did, you can pick it up for under 20, maybe 18. You have 20 max in it. What is that? $600. $600 for got a little set of knobbies on it, just to take out in the middle of the desert. Probably going to be pretty cool. But so if I put the 125 on the back of the trailer and then cover that with a cover, and then that underneath the parking, and I'm talking for parking wise, I'm going to get rid of the Himalaya. I'll get rid of the MSS. I'll bring to Ubon or MXS or MM. Yeah, I think so. Grom or whatever. Grom is the top of the line. MSX, I think, is the model below it. And take her Scoopy out there. We'll only have my Scoopy, the grandpa Scoopy, our little Suzuki, my my Forza, and the Shadow. So it won't take up much room at all. Maybe I'll have room for a Harley. I'll try to. Well, I got rid of all this deer so I could get a Harley. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna. I have looked at a couple of them though. I don't know. I got to get that 750, and I think my Joneson will go away. Soldiers ride them, get around. Ford was. Yeah, exactly for their budget. Yeah, exactly. And I guess a lot of people buy them because they're so cheap, and they set them up to practice all their little stunts on their wheelies and their front wheel, and, all that kind of crap. I guess they do a lot on them too, but they are cheap. Shit, too many, too many. We have okay. We have right now. We have my truck, the electric hot rod, the trailer, the Forza, the 750, the 125, the Grom, the Scoopy in Ubon. What else? Oh, the Himalaya. What is that? 9. I know I'm missing something. What I'm missing, I don't know. So I'm going to say 9 or 10, and it's way too many. If I had two rye, or if I had something like anybody that Tim's on, or that Jenny's on, or anybody that has that, Craig, they've got the room, it wouldn't be that big a deal. But you guys seen my my lot on my house is tiny. So you think it was named wrong? I'd have to agree with you. I think that. Oh, and the tuk tuk thing. That's right. I think that's right. Exactly. Mm, yeah, I just here in Thailand, like I said, if you come here, Logan will be pretty much set up because he's getting used to being on two wheels now. He's getting it. I think if you're a defensive rider, which I had to be growing up in LA. Um, if you're a defensive rider, you'll do well here in Thailand. And if you're lucky enough to have, like I said, man, it's just something, a sixth sense. I don't know what it is. That's why I say I'll never die. I won't die on two wheels. That doesn't mean I'm not going to fall over or hurt my elbow or whatever. But I just know in my mind, and it's like it's weird because when I see somebody and they're next to me, I'm going, this son of a bitch is going to pull over on me, and sure enough, they do, and I'm already set up for it. So I've been lucky, or this guy's going to do this, or he's going to stop, or he's going to, 99.9% of the time, it's true. So it makes it a lot easier for me to ride and uh, feel comfortable. Because I know, like when Chuck went, he just didn't feel comfortable. He had a great time. We all did riding, but he just didn't feel comfortable on riding around in Thailand, which I do. Now, do I want to ride, through Bangkok for 10 days? No. Do I even want to ride through Bangkok going someplace else? No. If I can, I'll go around it. But in Pattaya I have, and it's a nightmare in Pattaya. People just don't give a shit. They do not care, and I'm talking about the people in cars, people that are going to hurt you. They don't care. They don't care whether you're coming or not. They're gonna pull out and do whatever the hell they want. When you're in Nissan and stuff like that out here, they still, I don't want to say they don't care. They care, but they're lackadaisical and they're just like in their own world sometimes. And it's not only just the Thai people, Farang too. No one wants to watch out or has in their mind, is there a motorcycle next to me? Should I even look for that or should I just not care? They don't care. I don't see anybody, so there's no one there. Um, that's why I said loud pipes have saved my life numerous times. So, but the best thing about it is if you get here and you want a bigger bike like what Logan has or whatever, sure, go ahead and get it. Around town, a simple little wave or the click or the PCX or the ADV now I think is maybe a little bit more off-roadish. You can go both ways. But my PCX I took everywhere, and I was 280 pounds, and I went to Krabi twice, 5-hour trips up to Kolak. I drove wherever I want. If you hold it at 90, 95, you could go an hour stretch. If you get one above that, I would throttle back and let it rest a little bit. But to me, riding in Thailand is not more than three-quarters of an hour, maybe an hour. You need to pull over. You need to hydrate. You need to get off, stretch your legs. Especially me, I tighten up. I'm old, but certain instances like when I went with Lance Maui, and we went with Bobby and Andrew, and we all went to Koh Chang and then to Pattaya for Thanksgiving. We drove all the way through pretty much one stop, 6 hours, but we did it for a reason. We wanted to get there and and hit a particular ferry and get over there and have it done with, which was the right thing to do, and that's what we did. But for the most part, I'm by myself or I'm with just one or two people. Even if they don't want to, you don't want to stop, just go. I know where you're going. I'll get there eventually, But at an hour, and especially right now in April, May, I mean, it's hotter than the hubs of hell. You need to hydrate. But when you have that around town, you fill up the thing twice a month, and you go everywhere that you want to go in your area, as long as it's a smaller area. But and then have something for trips. I particularly like the Forza. I think they're really reasonable. They're the lazy man scooter for sure, twist and go, plenty of oomph, um, great running. It's a freaking Honda, and anytime that you break down anywhere, you could pick up a stone off the ground and throw it, and you're going to hit a dealer. So makes it nice, and they're reasonable. Like right now, if I was to sell mine, I've got very low miles. I would not. If I was um, very low miles on it, I'd probably sell it for 140 or something. I think they're 180 brand new, maybe 150. So I don't even know what that is. Who can calculate that? At almost 37 now, I think 36.7. Somebody knows. Hey, Tip, how you doing? I think every 10,000 is like a that somebody. I don't have my phone even. I didn't even bring it to start this live stream. But if you have a scooter and that, and you buy them both secondhand, you can get a nice click or something for 25, 30,000 baht, and you can buy the for 200,000, you can have two bikes that'll take you pretty much anywhere you want to go. So I don't know. I'm trying to think. I wish I knew what 1,000 baht was. Somebody got their phone. What's 1,000 baht? Or 1,000, 100,000 baht is how much in US? Because it would be 150 and 31, 180, 170. 170,000 baht is how much money. So when you're coming, the reason I'm saying that is one of the things that should be in your mind when you come here and you're going to retire here is transportation. If you're in a hub, if you're in Bangkok, or even in John Tiem Pattaya with Utapao. Soon, I think it'll be a lot better. Um, yeah, that's brand new though. Brand new, they're like 190, 180, 180 something. I think I paid 179 for mine. But I'm talking about if you buy two of them, mine is perfect. If I was to sell it, find a farang, put bags on it. Didn't ride it very much. Did the service, did all that. You can get mine for 140. And you can get a nice click or something for 30,000. So I'm going to say for 170, for under $5,000, and Jake's saying 4,632. So for $4,500, you can get take you anywhere you want to, if you feel confident on two wheels. Now, if you're not, if you're in Bangkok or you're in John Tiem, Bangkok more so. If you don't mind the city thing, you might like Bangkok. I just don't. If I wanted that, I could go hang out in downtown LA or Frisco. It's not doesn't excite me. But they have that BART or the train system and all that stuff going in there. You can go anywhere you want around there, and you don't need nothing. And if you got a set of balls and you can get on the back of a motorbike taxi, which I did when I was there, only one time, and I had had enough. I didn't do it again. But for the most part, you can go on trains anywhere you want. You go to take the what is it called? BART? What is it called? But anyway, you can take it right to the airport and go any place you want to in the world. So you can do that. But when you're out where I'm at, I've got to drive an hour from here, pretty much an hour from here to Buriram, get on a plane from Buriram to Bangkok, and then I could go wherever I want. But the flights inside the country are cheap. $30, I think, or maybe about 30, maybe $40, 50 tops to round trip from Buriram to Bangkok. And then any place in Thailand, they vary depending on where you're going, but you can travel quite cheaply. And if you don't mind, if you're not in a hurry and you're retired, and let's say you're single, or even if you have somebody, take a bus, take a train. If you're not, and see the countryside. If you're not in a hurry to get anywhere, and you can get anywhere you want to on bus and trains in Thailand, anywhere you want to go. Yeah, and then a van or some kind of a taxi from wherever your last bus stop. But transportation's a kind of a big deal. So if you have in your mind that, yeah, I'm going to retire in Thailand, I've been there, this is the place that I want to retire. Um, I would say, you put 5,000 baht to spend on transportation around, your local transportation for a big bike and a smaller scooter, and then you take care of your insurance, and you have your budget and everything. Uh, Not much else to do, and like I said, you can excuse me. There's enough videos and everything out there that, like I said, we talked about it before. If you can get a one-bedroom apartment with air conditioner, completely furnished, move in there with your 2 bags of, that you flew in with, for $250, you can pretty much, extrapolate what it's going to cost for, 500 baht for internet and this and that. And like we had talked before, I think it's what I found is if I'm cooking for myself, and I said this in the last one too, is you you're better off just going and buying street food. $5, $5 USD will get you 3 squares and something to drink, and then keep at your house some popcorn and mama noodles and um, Coke Zero and potato chips and peanuts and stuff you want to know, because it's just not worth it, to cook. Once in a while, if you want to make something that they're not going to have there, like if I fire up and cook a pizza or whatever, which I'm going to do when I when I get back. That's one of the above the other 4 or 5 things that I stated. I'm going to get the regulator and put that pizza oven through its deals and see what it's like. All right, let's see. I did. What did you? I did not have that kind of money. Oh God, I'm poor. What kind of money? And you're rich. Yeah, you're doing well just to be here and taking care of yourself. Can't eat it. No, I can't either. But like I say, you don't have to. What I'm saying is, if you keep that stuff at home, then just go out and get 40 baht for breakfast, 60 baht for lunch, and 60 baht for dinner. Um, you pretty much get 3 good meals. And then if you want to, and you're hungry at midnight, you could potato chips and noodles. Let's see. Train from Pensalup, which I can't say that word. I'm gonna have to get next time Jake is here. I'm gonna take a class from Jake on how to say his province name. The Chiang Mai was incredible. Yeah, and they've got trains, I think, with air conditioning and sleeping cars and all sorts of stuff. I think I know that my daughter wanted to go from Bangkok to Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai. Her friend was there. We were going to take a 24-hour trip and have a place where you could take a shower. You could sleep if you wanted to. Air conditioned, I believe. You can make it work. They're on those. The AC train leaves at midnight and arrives at 7 a.m. I drove by there, Tommy. I don't think they're open. When I talked to him and we went by there and ate hamburgers when I was with Maui and Bobby and Jai and Andy and go through and Quan, everybody. He was ready to leave. If he didn't sell it within the next couple of weeks, he was gone. I did see that there were still table and chairs out front when we drove by once. We drove by twice, one being last night, and I didn't see anybody there. But so I don't know. I don't know if he. I want to say he's probably closed, but don't go by me. I'm sure you can go on Facebook and find out. Peace, Pisa Nulo, Pisa Nulo. Jake says it great. Everybody says it great, but me. We took the AC chain, yes, and then car turned, burned back south. Yeah, it. Like I said, you don't need millions and millions of dollars retire in Thailand, depending on what you want to do. Like I said, you could be living on top of the world, 2,500, not top of the world, living very comfortably if you're a single guy. And that's now you have to go back and go, okay, do I meet the criteria? Am I drinking $100 worth of liquor every day? No. Okay, then that part's all right. Am I spending, $3,000 a month on chasing 19-year-old women in the bars? Maybe. Okay, well, you don't have enough money. So you don't have to be a genius to figure it out. I think the two major criterias to meet your budget and to put a budget together is drinking habits and running around the bars at night habits. I think smoking is a great. Now you should quit smoking, but that's easy for me to say now. But it that 60 baht or whatever it was for a pack of cigarettes isn't going to make or break your budget. Spending 40 30 $40 a night or even 3 nights a week in a bar drinking, yeah, that's going to blow your budget. So just keep the stuff in mind, because you don't need to. And like I said, if you've only got Social Security and it's 2,500 a month, and like I said before, if you didn't make any kind of arrangements, you weren't, you know, you didn't buy your own home, you didn't put, $3 million in the bank, but you did make some savings, but you didn't have your house to fall back on. Where in the hell are you going to live in the U.S. for 2,500 a month? I mean, I know there are some places. Are there going to be places that you really want to live instead of some of the stuff that you've seen in the drone video or any video that you've seen here in Thailand? And like I said, I think if it was me, I'd either be over towards Joe, not necessarily where he is, but somewhere around Chaam, or I think more likely John Tiem, close to the airport, and be able to just drive over there and take and go wherever I wanted to go. And you can do. Google Translate says it correctly. All right, I'll try. But a lot of people think you need $1 million, and you don't. You don't need $1 million. And I don't think Thai women, that's what you're looking for, is if you're in your 50s or 60s and you're looking for a 40 or 50 or 60-year-old Thai lady, they're not looking for. I shouldn't say they. Very few are looking for someone with 3 million, 10 million US dollars in the bank. They're looking for someone that has a good heart, is good to them, will take care of them, and maybe they get to travel, maybe they get to eat what they want to, as many times as they want to. They have enough money to be taken care of, which $2,500 is more than enough for a Thai lady to be taken care of. You'll get to go on trips. You'll have a nice house. It's reasonable to do, which off the top of my head, besides maybe, a couple of places over here in Southeast Asia, I don't know where you're going to do that, where you're going to be able to do that for $2,500. And, people that are in $3,000, $3,500, you're not going to have any problems at all. Is Craig here? Craig, I hope you heal. Yeah, I hope you are too. I know. Did you get any infections? I was really worried about Craig going in that dirty ass pond and then going to all the water festivals where they're taking water out of wherever they can get it and throwing it at you. So hopefully you're not infected in any way. But I think it was pretty. After you pulled the stitches out, those holes I would think would seal up within a day. And imagine if you washed it or put a glove on it, he's probably okay. But I haven't seen your latest video that you just put out. I got to watch that one. Yeah, exactly. That's the number one deal. Feed, food, food, food. And then, like I said, the easiest way to tell if a Thai lady likes you or is interested in you and you're dating is, did you take your medication? What did you have for breakfast? What are you going to do for lunch? What do you want for dinner? And then through the day, did you eat lunch? Did you finish your breakfast? Did you take your medicine? So um, definitely easy to tell. They're really concerned about your health and you being taken care of. Tractor racing. No, I missed that. I saw him talking about it. No worries, no infections. Must be all that could be. That could be. Mine look good. I don't see any infection either. So I go. We go home tomorrow, and on Sunday I go back to the doctor in the private hospital. He'll take a look at it, either stop my antibiotics or give me more, and be on my way. I should be. And I've already done my 3 months for my other doctor, so I'm pretty much wide open. That's why I'm debating. I've got to see how things are going to roll. The kids are supposed to be here till the end of next month. Um, I don't think my wife's going to get away to be able to go camping. We'll probably go to Ubon maybe once or twice. Oh, this is all my guess. And then otherwise, I'd like to make it out your guys' way. So we'll have to see what's happening. I have to start being. I have to watch myself more. I uh, I don't know, man. I still looking at that pot of boiling water just going down my leg, just going, God, you're stupid. I called myself stupid before the water hit my pants. But just didn't need to be. All I needed to do was take that pot off and put it on the ground and look at why it was still leaking out and still lit, fix that problem, and have been done with it. So, anyway, eating Thai food is, especially now. I know that there's some uh, Sokran still going on, I think, in Jomtien and Pattaya. Well, the ladies must know how to take. Yes, exactly. And I think the women, at least the ones I've met in Southeast Asia, know exactly how to. I don't know if their mothers and families taught them how to respect their husband. And granted, it works both ways, right? You're not going to give your husband a bunch of respect if he's a prick and a nasty bastard. You're not going to do it. But treat somebody the way you want to be treated, right? I think it works out pretty good. Um, yeah, they do. I mean, there's no one here. I know Jake. I know everybody. Ron. There's no one here that has that isn't going to tell you that they're the luckiest man in the world. And it is, they've only been with their wife for 6 months. They're long timers, longer than me. Mine's 5 years. They're way longer than me. And Brock being another one, and everybody in this on this channel anyway. Just a bunch of good people, a bunch of good women, and a bunch of good men. So every life partner, which I didn't think was necessary, or I would be able to after this. That's why the word I want to get out on the other hand is your life doesn't have to be over at 65 if you lose your significant other. You can still have a life. It can be the life that you want. If you don't want to get married or meet somebody, you just want somebody to have fun with and like each other or whatever, because you don't. Same thing I thought, because you thought that it's impossible to love someone again. Well, I'm living proof it happens. So, but you don't need to go into it that way. You don't even have to. Coming to retire here is uplifting enough. Meeting people like that are in this chat now, and we met up, so everybody got to meet each other face to face. It's a good bunch of people. How do you, in the middle of Southeast Asia, me coming here, I never thought in the world that. Did I lose you? Looks like maybe it came back. Am I still live? Am I still there, guys? Am I still here? Hello? Somebody's tell me if you can hear me or not. Hello? Can you guys see me? No one's going to answer. I see Dave. Okay, cool. Yes, yes. So, and then after all that, I find out Bobby and Andrew, they live right here in Surin, out of all the places from America. Bobby, not an hour and a half away from me in Southern California. So, it just makes sense. Like I said, if you're sitting in the United States and you're sitting on the couch, and I could have done. I had the ability to stay in my house and have enough money to live, and would I still be alive? Hey, JR, how you doing? Age, if you guys aren't subscribed, do yourself a favor. Good content, good guy. By all means, do it. I think I'm still here. Connection, yeah, it's burping. This isn't very good. I'm sure my wife's on the internet, and but it's been an hour, so I'm almost done anyway. Yeah, Robbie's here, right? So anyway, uh, um, but I will. I guess I'll see everybody on Monday morning. I'll play the outro. Let me go over here. If you guys aren't familiar, Richard of Richard Travels did both this intro and outro for me. Good guy. Hope everything's going good for you, Richard. Thank you, everybody, for coming. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you know somebody that lost a significant other and is just kind of sitting on a couch waiting to go away, turn them onto the channel. Have them send me an email or do something like that. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. And I'll catch you next one. Click.